Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, hiking, exploring, bottle collecting with Jim. I did a video the other day that did not turn out very good. I was using my tablet, and I was filming with the tablet, and I flipped it, and the rest of the video was all upside down. I'm not a big fan of using the tablet. Anyways, I thought I'd show you some of the bottles that were in the video and some vintage bottles from previous digs that I've had over the years. Just a little comparison. One thing I want to talk to you about is amethyst bottles. Now, if it's a natural amethyst, it's fine. But if they're sunburnt, and what some people do, there's a certain type of chemical in the glass that turns to purple when the sun hits it. So what they do is they set them out on a roof or set them in the grass, whatever, and just let the sun bake them. And if they are sunburnt like this, they've lost their value. So please do not leave your bottles out in the sun. You'll hear stories about how it makes them deeper aqua colors or makes it deeper cobalt. Now, what it does is it wrecks the bottles and loses their value. So basically all you have is a decorative item. That's about it. This milk bottle is sunburnt. I made a trade years ago, about 30 years ago, for a bottle that I had, for a pop bottle, because I wanted this purple bottle because I thought it was valuable, but unfortunately it wasn't a natural amethyst. Sunburnt. So the value is just in decoration only. So that was my lesson. So maybe you guys can learn from mine. Now if you dig it up and it's purple, then that's a natural and it's fine. It has value. It's only when it's sunburnt. It's very hard to distinguish between the natural and unnatural like this, but I mean, over the years you will learn. Anyways, back to some of these bottles that I found. This is I'm going to tell you about this. This is a E.D. Smith jam jar. Imagine them selling jam in this now. And it's embossed with the company name E.D. Smith & Sons Limited, established 1882, Winona, Ontario. Now this is 1920s, and it was after the Second World War that they basically stopped embossing the bottles because it costs more to put their names in the glass mold. Each one has to be engraved in the mold. So if you want to do a change up, a bottle, change your slogan, whatever, that's more money you have to put out. It's a lot cheaper to get a paper label and slap it on. So bottles with like ordinary like jam jars and mayonnaise jars, peanut butter jars, and you see the embossment in it, chances are it's 1920 or before 1940. And look it up. There could be some value in it. This bottle actually has some value, even though it's just an ordinary jam jar. It's worth, I don't know, it's worth about $7 or $8. You can find it on eBay, wherever. So that's a good one. A lot of them I've had a few comments about digging bottles that are under 100 years old, but in this age right now, the collectors or the buyers are after bottles from the 1940s, 1950s. This is a genuine Phillips milk and magnesia bottle, and it's 1950. And if I had dug this up 20 years ago, I just would have left it, you know, or brought it home, threw it in a garage sale. If I got 50 cents for it, I was laughing. But you can basically, because there is no embossment on it, there's no nothing, it had a paper label. There is, if you look at the base, you can see there's stamped genuine Phillips. And yeah, genuine Phillips, and it's got a couple stars. This one's made in Canada. And so, but the value of this is actually, sorry about that, it's my dog, is around $11.
Hi guys. Hi.
Right. So it's about $11. This right here is a face cream jar, and it's from it's made by Hustler. It's HUSTEROLE, Hustle, and this one was made by a CoOp in Canada, and this is about is between 1910 and about 1950. So it's anywhere in that range. This one here is the same. I believe this one's older because you look at the ridge and there's no. Oh, I'm having a brain hiccup. But it's different, as you can see. See, this was a twist cap, and this was just a cap. I'll show you the Coke bottles. This is a Coke bottle, standard. There's no date on it, I believe, or is there? Hang on. Okay, so this was made, looks like 1959. So these are really common, very common. I found two. This one here is there's just not even a date on it. So probably about the same age, in the 50s. What people are after is this one here. This is from my own collection. I dug up a long time ago. This is a Coca-Cola bottle. It's from 1904. You can tell the difference. This is straight, and this is the curve. So these ones are worth more. So if you can find one, save it. These are good. I mean, if you want to add to your collection or get a couple bucks for them. The most valuable one is a Coca-Cola bottle dated December 25th, 1923. You can find one of them. That is a good find. A lot of money. Check out eBay. So, this is Gordon's dry gin bottle I found the other day that's in the video. It's clear. I guess it does have a slight tinge of aqua to it, but this is about 1920. This is my other one I found. similar, as you can tell. Very similar, except this has the aqua color and this doesn't. This one is a lot older. You look at the base. That one there. This one here is before 1900, as you can tell by the cap. This one here has more of a base to it, more of a print on it or embossment of the company name, where it was, the serial number, so you definitely can tell. They didn't change the pattern much for quite a few years. This is a pharmaceutical bottle that the pharmacies would have used. There's no company name, no nothing. It's just your standard pharmacy bottle. Found two of them that day. That was also, I found them also this week. Good. I don't know if this one made the video or not, but this is a Canadian Coke bottle. It has the diamond shape around the Coke, and it has no do not return, no refund. It's also in French, and this is a Canadian. It was made in Canada, so they are rare. I mean, if you could, I mean, you go out along the back roads, long, driveways, whatever. You can probably locate these because people couldn't return them for a nickel, so they just pitched them out their window as they were driving. This is a knee-high bottle. It's also from 1920. It's also a rare one. It was made in Columbus, Georgia. And it's also rare to find one of these in Canada, because normally the bottling company would make their bottles in Canada and produce their pop here. This is a Crown tanning jar lid. As you can see by this one, the embossment is on the outside and the inside is clear. This is an unusual one because there is no embossment on the front side. There's a chip in the center, so I don't know if that was part of the process. I doubt it. It was probably chipped when it hit the garbage dump, as there's so many stones. But you'll see the crown is on the inside. So I haven't done much research on this, but this would be an unusual piece. And this is the stuff you have to look for that you wouldn't normally find, because normally I find the standard Crown canning lid. It's standard. You can find them anywhere. People threw them out, whatever. But you got to find the unusual. So, and I was going to show you this. I haven't found one of these this year. But these are some of the marbles I found while I was digging. So there's quite a few in there. The ages range from like the 1970s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 1900. Some of them are quite old. Of course, this is the plain. Very unusual. I found two of them this year. I would probably show you the other one, but I have it packed away because I'm in the process of moving, so my entire bottle collection is almost packed up. So don't know if I was telling you this. I found this in a creek many years ago. It's a ginger ale bottle. It was made in Guelph, Ontario in 1860, and it's made by the Alex Matthews Company in Guelph. Found that in the spring runoff in a creek. So go to your creeks in the spring, especially when the snow's melting. If you're in an area where the snow's melting in the spring, go to those creeks because the water's running like crazy. If you've had a bad rain, as soon as it's safe to do so, go to the creek. Especially if you're in town, people threw their bottles in the creek, so the fresh water would have washed some of the mud away, and you'll find them, as well as other items. So that's it, folks. That's it for tonight. Thank you for bearing with me with the noise and my stuttering. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care. We'll talk to you again. Bye.